Hello, dear friends. My name is Alexey Ognev. I'm the CEO of the DigiU ecosystem. And today we have another webinar. There will be, as always, a lot of news. We are recording it, and it will be available for you to watch on May 1st, after our latest price increase, and when the team is fully focused on the event that will take place in just a few days in Indonesia, on the island of Bali, where we are launching our tokenized real estate marketplace Apato. And today, we will talk about the development of this product. We will discuss how the event will unfold. We will also talk about how our share sales will end in just 2 months, leaving less and less time for you to become a co-owner of the ecosystem. And at the end of the webinar, I will share a surprise we have prepared for all the investors in our ecosystem, as we love to do so before launching our new products. Let's get started. First, there is less and less time left until the end of our share sales. Since the beginning of this year, I've been saying on every webinar that I will remind you of this, because more and more investors are joining. Naturally, the activity has increased, because everyone wants to get in on time. On each webinar, I address our new partners, investors, to remind you that if you plan to purchase, if you are making a decision, or if your decision-making process is taking longer, time is running out. And every first day of the month, we have a price increase. So on May 1st, the price increased to 8.5 cents. There will be another increase at the end of this month. Why is this done? This is done to take the company to the next level. And after we launch the marketplace, I believe, at the end of May, we will talk more about what will happen to the company, how we will reorganize it, when the share burn will take place, and how it will affect investors. How much more of the ecosystem will you own compared to now, when we had a large number of shares issued back in 2019? We've come a long way, and our ecosystem has already become a serious company with a wide range of products. And in order to prepare for the next stages of development, which could include going public or continuing as a private company, as we have discussed multiple times, we need to reorganize the company, burn the unclaimed shares. For all the lucky ones who managed to become co-owners over this fairly long period of time, to purchase packages, your ownership stake in the company will increase to 40%. Currently, it could have been a maximum of 10% and will now rise to 40%. So, I have reminded you of that. Now, let's move on to the latest events, especially the ones that happened in April. At the end of April, we completed the financing of RWA projects, both the bank and the marketplace. There were 4 financing stages and 1 private sale, where anyone could not only receive shares of this project as a gift, as we did from the end of last year until mid-April, but also purchase them, make a purchase for any amount they deemed necessary, and accordingly, diversify their portfolio with promising projects. Our sales, as always, successfully closed ahead of schedule. We allotted 5 days for this, and the sales closed within 3 days. This is always a very good indicator of the demand for products and the audience's interest in the solutions we offer on the market. Financing is closed, obviously. Products, according to our concept, should enter the market, find their customers. And only after customers are found, when commercial operations begin, can we talk about the product being successful in terms of testing the idea and generating profit. And it's ready to scale. So, at the beginning, we had a pre-seed round, which is the earliest one. We can talk about the fact that after the launch of projects, after some short test, technical and commercial operations, they can move on to the next rounds, seed and round A, solve scaling and market launch tasks for specific markets in specific countries, specific regions, and so on. There is a long way ahead. What will happen along this path? Well, the first technical launch of the marketplace. Banks, deposits, wallets, and cards are already operational and showing excellent results. Almost 5,000 users are in the wallet. Cards are being opened. The deposits project is actively working. People are investing liquidity at quite good annual rates. And accordingly, in the near future, we will announce additional incentive events in this direction. Right now, we are all focused on the launch of the first project in the RWA-Marketplace ecosystem, the tokenized real estate marketplace. Just last week, we recorded such an interesting interview with Dmitry, the head of the tokenized real estate marketplace project, where we talked about the goals, audiences, and problems the marketplace is currently addressing, how it manages to do this, and of course, what the next steps will be. So, the nearest step is firstly the start of sales. It will take place on May 6 in Bali, an event where brokers, developers, real estate agents, and realtors will gather. Everyone involved in real estate in Bali, or those who want to get involved there. Accordingly, we expect a large number of people. This is where the product presentation will take place. Secondly, there will be speeches from various experts about the real estate market and its pros and cons, and so on, and where the launch will take place, as well as training, because what Apato is facing, what we faced when talking about tokenized real estate, this is still not quite precise positioning. What is tokenized real estate? Who is the audience for this product? How to promote it? And can it be promoted, for example, by real estate agents? Or should a completely different sales channel be used? So, various types of training will be conducted now. For those of you who are in Bali, this event is open. You just need to purchase a ticket. Well, and naturally, it will be interesting primarily to professionals in this market. And if you are currently in Indonesia, in Bali, we invite you. We will be happy to meet, chat, and within the framework of this event, you will have the opportunity to get to know the product even closer. Before this, on May 5th, the closed investment forum of the DigiU ecosystem will be held. We invited our partners from different countries there, and invited our large investors, and all those who expressed a desire to come. We, in fact, during April-March, contacted these people, and are ready to receive quite a large delegation. I don't even remember from how many countries, but from several dozen countries for sure. There is great interest in the product. At this forum, it will last for one day. The founders of the ecosystem will speak. Alexander, Peter, myself, various employees, and directly the leaders of the Marketplace project, as well as the Launchpad project. Well, everyone who can be present in Indonesia at the moment will gather. And we will talk about the path the ecosystem has taken, because such events that we've been holding since last year show their effectiveness. Products and the entire ecosystem in general become more and more recognizable. We conclude many partnerships and then get a great effect. We will tell you how it all began. We will summarize the work done, share plans specifically for the projects of the marketplace and the bank. These are currently the most important topics that the ecosystem is focusing on. Naturally, Alexander E. will speak and share plans and results of the venture fund's work. Because perhaps it will be a surprise for many that the fund has done a huge amount of work. And the goals and plans that we set last year are now actively being implemented. We will also hold many events directly with all the participants. So, if you can come over, please do so. If you can come to our Marketplace Launch Forum, be sure to do so. Well, and for those who will watch us online, on May 10th, we will organize a final webinar with all participants, as always, in all languages, and share, firstly, how this forum went. Share the results and special news that will delight all of you, which we are preparing diligently to tell primarily to the participants and to everyone on the 10th of May. So, right now, you can already mark your calendar that on May 10th there will be a webinar in all languages directly from Bali, where we will share the results of the forum and announce special news, which we have been preparing diligently for you for quite a long time. I also want to further develop the topic of the RWA Marketplace, because it's such an extensive project in our ecosystem, which may well become the ecosystem itself in the near future. So, what do we see now? RWA Marketplace is a marketplace for tokenized assets. And as we see, this trend that we identified last year is now gaining momentum. Various funds are investing there. Many tokenization projects are being launched. And even BlackRock is tokenizing its assets. So, everything is moving in that direction. And when we talk about RWA Marketplace, we mean various tokenized assets and the marketplace as a platform that provides tokenization services, conducts primary and secondary transactions with these assets. Assets can be anything. So now, we are launching Apato with tokenized real estate because it's the most thoroughly developed from the point of view of tokenization, specifically from a legal perspective, which already exists and is successfully promoted worldwide at the initial stage. And accordingly, this is such a clear start for our marketplace. In the future, various tokenized assets will be added to this marketplace ecosystem, such as precious metals, some securities, assets, everything that is subject to tokenization. Our platform will provide with further development. And actually, on the 6th of May, there will be a presentation of the real estate tokenization marketplace, the first part with which we are launching our ecosystem. And at the beginning of our meeting, I mentioned surprises and gifts that we have prepared. Now, I will try to tell you more about it. As many of our viewers, participants, investors, and partners remember, when launching each project, we try to offer our audience either the most advantageous offer for a purchase or something else, or simply give gifts for free, and so on. Because if you look in your investor portfolio, you can see quite an interesting picture. You will have many assets, 6, or maybe even more. And for each asset, it will be indicated how much you spent on it, how much you actually spent, which assets you actually bought. As a rule, there will always be an amount spent in the DigiU ecosystem share column. This is the asset that allows you to own the entire ecosystem. And after the sale and reorganization of the company, it will increase your share in the ecosystem several times over. And other assets that you could receive by participating in various snapshots. The first, Ava, Binarix, RWA Marketplace, RWA Bank. Other promotions or offers that we launched over the past 4 years are also possible. So there have been quite a lot of events. And you will see in these cards how much money you spent. For example, on the marketplace, if you didn't participate in the sale, there will probably be 0. Ava, if you didn't buy it yourself, you will also have 0. Binarix will also be 0 for you. And this trend, or rather not a trend, this practice, we continue it. And we are sure that this is not even appreciation. This is what allows ecosystem members to get the most out of cooperating with us. Because investing in a share is, of course, a long-term investment, a planning horizon, receiving significant profits, for example, 5, 7, maybe 10 years. And along this path, of course, we must ensure that all our clients, investors, are satisfied. So we allocate these snapshots so that we can understand the products that we launch within the ecosystem, receive some instant profit from these products, and then, already in 2-3 years, maybe completely recoup your investments. This year for us is the year of the Ava launch, and we are all waiting for the TGE. And many of our partners, investors, have Ava tokens that will be traded soon. Also soon, there will be TGE for Binarix. And what we see now, RWA-Marketplace and the bank are just starting. But many already have a share of this project, those who participated in the financing. What else can there be? What other gift can we prepare? So, we thought about this for a significant amount of time and came up with quite an interesting and, in my opinion, very profitable mechanic. So, from May 1st to May 15th, the snapshot of the first real estate object will take place. What does this mean? This means that for all shares purchased from May 1st to May 15th, tokens of the first real estate object, which will start on the marketplace on the 6th of May, will be credited. So, completely free of charge. By making purchases in the DigiU ecosystem, paying off your shares, your installments, buying new packages, everything you do during this period, you will receive tokens of a real estate object. What does this mean? This means that a month after the deal on this object is closed, you will start receiving rental income monthly. So, every month, on your tokens, which you received completely free of charge, an amount equivalent to rental income will be credited. Firstly, this is an addition to the portfolio. Secondly, it's monthly profit. And thirdly, it's an opportunity for many to understand how all this works. Because the technologies are new, the trends are new. But as soon as you start to see their impact on your life, obviously you want to understand them more. Therefore, we are launching such a gift promotion for all ecosystem members. Shares that you buy from May 1st to May 15th, you will receive tokens of the first real estate object for them. And already a month after the deal on this object is closed, we expect that somewhere in early July, you will start receiving the first rental income. Someone may call it dividends. Someone else may call it something else. It's rental income because the real estate object is rented out. It's managed by a management company. And therefore, rental income is credited to the owner. This is the first gift that we have prepared for everyone. So, this is undoubtedly a gift that will solve many tasks and popularize our product and help you understand it, and help ecosystem investors replenish their portfolio. You don't need to do anything for this at all. This is only the payment of your installments on time, if you have them. It's the purchase of new packages, if you want to make a decision to buy. And well, as always, the absence of active overdue payments is the minimum requirement necessary. The detailed conditions for conducting this snapshot will be in the post after this webinar. And if you have any questions, ask them in the chat. we always respond to them promptly. And gift number 2, as I already mentioned, on the 6th of May, the first sales will start on the marketplace. So, there will be a forum. Many market participants and professionals will come, who, firstly, are already interested in it, and will receive even more information at the forum itself. The sale will start on the 6th of May, and we managed to agree that these sales will be available to the DigiU ecosystem one day earlier. So, on the 5th of May, the opportunity to purchase tokens directly for the real estate object will appear in personal accounts. And what does this mean? If you receive some part as a gift, but if you are, based on the snapshot, if you want to purchase a specific number of tokens, or maybe the entire object, or test it in some other way, like making a larger purchase, or if you have already understood how real estate works and understand how to generate income from it, you will have the opportunity to purchase tokens or the entire object, as it will be convenient for you one day before the official sales start. This is the opportunity that we give to the DigiU ecosystem, together with the Apato Marketplace. And it's the opportunity that I consider so unique and in line with our values. The main beneficiary of all modern technologies should be a human. And if you have ever encountered the DigiU ecosystem, then we always give you all the opportunities 1 or 2 days earlier than those who are not familiar with us yet, to those who are only about to start a partnership with us. Therefore, let's summarize the important dates and events that will take place. On May 10, a major webinar with details of the investment forum and special news for the entire ecosystem. Don't miss it. Set a reminder in your calendar. And we, of course, will remind you about it several times in our social networks. On the 5th of May, the DigiU Ecosystem Investment Forum in Bali. On the 6th, the launch of the Apato tokenized real estate marketplace, also in Bali. From the 1st to the 15th of May, gifts to everyone who makes any purchases in the DigiU ecosystem. Gifts in the form of tokens for the real estate object. The first object completely free of charge. And also on the 5th, one day before the rest of the world, you will get access to the real estate object sale, which is being tokenized and will bring rental income to all token owners a month after the deal is closed. An incredibly cool offer. And of course, for everyone who participates, this is a great opportunity. For us, this is a responsible, complex, technical project launch that we've been preparing for the last 6 months. And I congratulate all of you. And with what I proudly say, once again, I ask everyone to remember and share this news. A few minutes after the end, you will see a post with detailed conditions. And my sincere recommendation is to participate. There is very little time left. Only 2 months until a historic moment in our ecosystem. Until the sales completion. Thank you for today's webinar. Goodbye.